In our last episode, the party left Glowerwood and met two traveling merchants who recognized our heroes from their wanted posters. The group threw them into the woods, then went to check up on the old Emerald Eyes farm, where they found Helga and Hilton Hobble had purchased the land and turned it into a respectable establishment. Afterwards, the group set out to investigate the wreck of the Pajamas, the ship which was transporting slaves to Canterdale. Among the ship's wreckage, Dajjal has found a shred of Karthus's shirt. Loowee, as you're looking around this shipwreck, you actually find something as well as you're kind of peeking around this longboat over here. You find a 12 by 6 inch birchwood box. It's not particularly ornate, but there is a little button on the front center of this box.
Is it anything written on it?
It is not.
Small characters underneath?
No, it's a little bit carved into the wood, swirls or whatever, but it's not particularly ornate. It's strictly wood, and there's a button which can be impressed into the box.
Okay.
Will you roll me a history check?
Not at all.
Okay, cool. You have a small box.
Can it be open?
It has a button. It is not an open box. It's more like a cube. So you really have like a
piece of wood.
It's a piece of wood with a button on it. What do you want? You rolled a 4.
Okay, there we go.
Watch out. Don't show Ayden. Ayden likes to push buttons.
Don't show the party.
Whoa, Ayden. Don't be starting pushing buttons here. What if I press it? What happens if I press it?
Would you like to push the button?
Oh man, no. I'm gonna.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna check for Arcana first. I wanna.
Okay.
Is there a thing for it, traps or whatever?
You can roll an Arcana check.
Gonna end up being even worse. Look at that.
Nice.
Right.
I mean, you have a piece of wood with a button on it. So, with the
put it in the bag. Look at it later.
Awaken mine with Loowee and be like, Loowee, let's start heading up north and we'll talk on the way.
Book it. Got it.
Okay.
You guys want to head up on your horses to Canterdale?
Yes.
Okay. Loowee, would you like to explore this box while you're on the trail, or just keep it to yourself?
I want to explore it. Can I look at it again?
What I mean is, you've rolled already. Would you like to show it to anyone else?
Ayden!
You're gone now.
Yes.
You have left this.
Yeah, we are gone from the beach.
Ayden, tell me what it is.
Oh man, wait, are you handing this over to Ayden?
I feel like I'm gonna get trapped or something.
Well, no, I'm just asking because Ayden's going to take it if you are to examine it. May I examine this?
Yeah,
Oh,
he grabs it and immediately sees that there's a button and pushes the button.
All right.
Good.
Good. Someone else did it. We'll say you guys have walked significant ways away from this shipwreck site and away from the sheriff who kind of waved you off. Farewell. You guys head up the trail about maybe 10 minutes, and you are walking alongside the Aaron Strait. Ayden pushes the button on this small wooden cube, this birchwood cube. Suddenly, as you push this button, a boat springs out of this box. And at first, it's very small, but then it grows rapidly, kind of like clothes out of the Flash's ring, and it just like pops out and expands.
Are we still near the water?
You are still near the water.
Can I, as it's getting bigger, can I try to kick it into the water?
Ayden, roll me a d4.
Oh, okay.
Can Ayden get crouched underneath?
In an incredible stroke of luck, Ayden was facing the water when he pushed this button, and the boat springs out of this small piece of wood. As you push the button, it sort of unfolds, and out of it just springs this boat, and it's a caravel. So it's not a galleon, it's not massive, but it is big enough to suit all of your horses and to suit all of you. It has oars on it, and it seems to have a small kind of cabin on the upper deck.
Yay!
It has 2 masts.
Oh wait, I'm terrible on. Well, we can use this boat, I guess.
We can sell that. Let's go.
Ayden, make me a history check.
Okie dokie. I'm good at that.
It's a Pokeball with a
Oh,
boat.
nice. Eden,
boat.
as soon as this comes out of this box, you immediately remember seeing these all over the place. Like advertisements for these boat in a box all over the place, especially even in Frampton. You heard about them even back in White Oak. It's just like a sort of magical box, and you saw advertisements where people could buy them from Frampton. So now you have a boat in a box.
Sweet.
Is there a button again somewhere that we can press?
Ayden knows that if he's still holding onto this cube, if you push the button again, it'll go right back in.
Oh, the cube did not transform into the boat?
It did not. It's not a folding boat of sorts, like as it is in the compendium. This is a different animal. It just comes out and expands. So you know that if you push the button again on this cube, it will shrink back into this cube.
Ooh, we have a boat in a box. Okay, is alliteration. Boat
This
in
is
a
going to be
box.
useful outside of water.
We're gonna crush our enemy.
That would be awesome. Drop the boat on him.
Drop the boat.
All right, Ayden, press the button again. I don't think we're going to be roaming on water, are we?
The boat does have oars and it has sails.
I mean, we could
We could take the boat and go quicker.
load up.
Well, I like the forest. Let's try it.
Oh, trust me, Aiden's all for not taking the boat. But I mean, if we want to get there, like, how quickly do we want to get there? I am Ayden. Ayden is asking you all this question.
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. I do want to say something though. I want to pull out Karth's shirt and say, "Hey, I found this ripped shirt in the box by the boat, and it belongs to Karthus."
Oh, that makes me sad.
I
That
know.
makes-
I know his smell anywhere.
That's weird.
What's it smell like, DJ?
I could recognize that smell from anywhere.
Imagine if you worked out 3
Yeah,
weeks straight
Uh-huh.
and just let the sweat pile up on your shirt,
Uh-huh.
and then washed that shirt in a bucket of sweat and then wrang it out and let it dry in the sun for 3 days, and then rub it on a dog. That's valid.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Karthus.
See, I thought he was the opposite of that.
He's a hard-working sailor. Where are you taking baths on the ocean?
Yeah, that's fair. Ayden is very taken aback by this and immediately saddened. Like, hope he's all right. Hope nothing happened to him.
I'm gonna find him.
I want to know, because I like Karthus, but he was a pirate. My concern isn't if he's okay. My concern is, was he the one that did this?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, that's
helped.
probably what Louie's thinking as well.
That helped.
We don't know
kidnap-
on what side of the fence he is.
Karthus is he's a big boy. I feel like he could handle himself in that situation, but he ain't no. I don't think Karthus became a slave in the time he was gone
You
from us.
believe yourself.
Do I believe myself? But no, I was just to inform everyone. I'm not sure. I'm concerned on which side of the fence Karthus is on.
Louis is.
Ayden isn't. Ayden and Karthus are like this.
I mean, that is your cuddle buddy.
Yeah, he was your
It's
cuddle
true.
buddy.
He always rode on the back of your
He
horse.
wasn't mine, alright?
You didn't even like him.
I
I never appreciated
Hey,
him while he was
like
here.
him. Louis did not,
Okay,
alright?
okay.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
difference.
That's a big difference.
Okay, that's true.
I take the box back from Aiden's hand. Wait! I want to know, if we put something in the boat, would it crush it? Or would it act like a bag of holding in a box?
Ayden, you
a bag
seem
of
to
holding.
remember that things stored upon this boat stay stored upon this boat.
I want to put my horse on the boat.
Why?
Oh, what is wrong with you?
How are you gonna get anywhere? You don't have a horse or a boat now.
However,
All right.
I
That's
want
a
to put
good
my jet
idea.
sail on the boat.
that's a really good idea, though.
What?
Now we don't have to stable our horses. We can just throw them on the boat.
Which
No,
is
they're
terrible.
probably gonna die.
Why?
I mean, look at what happened to my snail.
This isn't a
Jesus
bag of
Christ.
holding, though.
As sad as they in my
This
life.
is essentially like a pocket dimension. So Take that as you will. Ayden, you don't seem to recall whether or not it advertised creatures being able to be stored on the ship, but
Or
you remember
humans,
that
or human
things
beings.
could be stored on the ship at least.
Ayden, you can stay on the ship.
Aiden's like looking around to see if there are any goblins anywhere.
What if I'm on the ship and I push the button?
And then push it
Whoa.
back again.
What is
Yeah, we could put a
goblin?
goblin on it to see if it, to see if it works, right? And then then I would be worried that the goblin would trash the boat. Freaking goblins!
Why would you do that to a goblin?
Okay.
What? You don't know
I
goblins?
want to look at Garrett and be like, Garrett, you want to get on that boat real quick?
Do not get on that boat.
I'm not even gonna put my horse on that boat.
Louie's pressing the button and putting the bugs back in the bag.
Okay, your boat shrinks back and absorbs back into this little cube, and you place it in your bag of holding. Beautiful.
Ooh, it's like this scene was made for a boat.
Oh shoot, that's great.
Okay.
What did you have to fix about this scene, Gabby?
There
Probably
was
the boat.
no. I had the wrong tokens.
Oh. Oh.
Don't worry about it.
There are cannons on the boat.
There are not cannons on this.
We can
Canterdale.
pimp that boat. What do you say, guys?
Where's Exhibit? Where's Exhibit? When did he...
You guys are headed north up the bank of the Aran Strait towards Canterdale. Things are pretty slow going. You're just making your way on your horses, and you have your boat in a box packed away in Louie's bag. And you guys converse a bit, but would everyone please make me a perception check?
Yes. I'm upping my wisdom next time I get a chance so
You've
bad.
said that so many times.
Yeah, I might do that as well. Like 20
Check
wisdom.
out this perception. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Cody, are you?
Wow,
I was making a joke and then it
what did you
happened,
that's you
Yes,
gotta
what it
believe
does.
in the heart of the
What's
cards.
going on?
And
Yeah!
okay, so DJ, in the water, you see something in the corner of your eye, but you don't catch what it is. You just say like, "Whoop, big fish took a jump or something. Something happened."
Bass.
A big old bass. Loowee, you are
Yeah.
looking out and you see movement as well. You look over and you see something above the water. You see eyes looking at you, and then it disappears below the water. Ayden,
That's monster.
Ayden, you were looking at the water.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time as you were writing, so you caught this thing more than anything else, and you see something come up out of the water about this high. You see a wide blue head.
That's terrifying.
It seems amphibious or reptilian, sort of, and it has a sort of fin going down its back, and you see like a webbed fin. And would you make me a nature check?
Yes.
Ayden only?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Oh, the gambit.
It's
Jeez.
one way or the other.
Okay. You just see this pair of yellow eyes look over the surface of the water, and then it disappears back under the water. And Garrett looks out, and he is with Dajjal, sort of, and he just kind of looks over and sees something. He goes, "Oh, you see a fish?"
What do you guys know about like sea creatures with like yellow eyes? And
I know
like,
a
just-
bunch about sea creatures.
Yeah, tell me
Oh,
about
yeah.
it. Tell me about it, because it just
Let me-
came out of the
in
water and
Let me
do better than my nat
would
one.
that be a nature? Is that nature?
Do nature or history, because we have established that Karthus has talked to you a lot about about sea creatures. Nature, nice.
It's a plus 2
Mermaid.
either way. Either way, it would.
Okay. Dajjal recalls when Karthus was telling him sweet, sweet bedtime stories about a lot of spoopy monsters that he was supposedly fighting out on the open ocean, and the Aran Strait, being brackish water, still has sea creatures in it. And Dajjal, something, maybe Ayden fills you in, something blue with yellow eyes. It could.
Yes.
It could be something that Karthus said. A salad? A salad?
Salad?
A slad.
A salad? Oh god, I just think
S
salad.
L
Yes, I
Did
think-
he have,
I
did
think
he have
it's-
spoons?
I think it's a salad. I just remember it made me hungry. Slad.
Salad?
Yes.
What's the salad?
Well, what he told me about it was
That it is a sort of salamander large creature. It is strong against magic.
well, I want to explain this to these guys and then be like, but good thing we're on horses and going this
Yeah,
way."
about that. Everyone make me roll me a d20.
One and or the other tonight.
Aiden,
you
I
know?
would like you to perhaps tell the group that you did see something, not just that.
Oh, 100%, you guys. I saw this salad out in the water, and I am frightened.
Wait, what?
Wait, I thought you explained it to me and then I told you what it was.
Yeah, and now he's saying, well, I saw
Now
it.
I'm saying I definitely
Okay.
saw the salad.
Oh,
Cherry
it's
tomatoes.
here. That's a thing.
Rock, paper, scissors, Aiden and DJ and
What's that
Cody.
even? Ready?
Wait,
Rock,
so
wait.
rock,
Wait, hold on. Rock. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No!
All right.
Well,
Dang
you
it, I was
guys
gonna
rock,
go
paper-
paper! I was gonna go paper!
First time rock, paper, scissors ever been used over the internet.
Maybe, who knows?
I don't know about that.
As you guys are standing here talking about this creature, Garrett starts panicking a little bit. Should we move away from the edge of the water then?
Yes, of course we should.
You guys start to move away, and as you sort of turn to the side, Dajjal, you are met by a great splashing up beside your horse, and you are there in front of you is a massive, just like John Cena, burly blue salamander with two large hooks on the back of its hands, yellow eyes, and a webbed fin going down its back, and it grabs you and chucks you into the freaking street.
No!
Okay. First of all, that was a great explanation. I really felt a vivid picture. Second of all, I won. Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when you win,
You
really lose.
Like, okay, so it's on the bank, just so I can get a visual. Oh, wow! He hucked me, chucked me. Guys, I'm not sure if you remember. This is not one of Dajjal's strong suits. He does not like water.
Is it an
He's
animal?
a-
Can you talk to it?
Yes, I wanna. As I'm getting thrown, when he throws me, I just wanna be speech to him. Why? I don't know why.
Okay. As you see this beast, Loowee, Ayden, and Garrett look really fast at this creature, and they just see this massive blue giant bipedal salamander with its buff arms, and it just like beautiful swan dives like into the freaking strait, and Dajjal, you hear hungry.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
So just a second.
Dajjal!
It dove back in the
Holy
water.
crap!
wait.
No,
hold
that's not
on.
bad. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you the
Oh,
picture.
I was like, wait a minute, wait.
No.
It's Godzilla!
Do I hit the water? Do I see it coming at me?
It dives below the water. Would you like to look under the water?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
sure.
wait.
Like when I land,
Mhm.
I don't think I stay on. Like when I land, I go down a little bit.
Mhm.
Do I see it coming at me from there?
You probably have maybe 20 feet of vision. This water's not Key Largo. It's
Oh. Okay, I wanna hurry up, get up to the. That's probably far. That's. That's so far. He threw me so far.
I want to send Cranberry in the air and look down in the water, see
Okay.
if she can distinguish some kind of darkness of movement in the water.
Sure. You send Cranberry up, and it seems like this thing has dived pretty deep. The strait goes pretty deep. Imagine the Mississippi River, murky, and no one wants to swim in that thing. So it's wide and deep and kind of murky and brackish. So you got salt up all up in your mouth, DJ.
I want to throw the rope to Loowee real quick and say, tie this to an arrow and shoot it at him, but don't hit him, but get it near him so we can reel him in.
I have rope. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Don't want to take my rope, Loowee.
Yeah, I want to shoot the arrow like past Dajjal, so that he can grab onto the rope.
Okay. Okay, and you're gonna stay on your horseback?
Yep.
I will have my trident in hand.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. Forgot about that.
Dang it, so did I. All right.
Did you?
And I just want to be wary. You said I have 20 feet of vision. I want to keep looking down and around, making sure I try to see this thing.
For sure. Okay, so your trident is ready. Loowee knocks an arrow after tying this rope to it, shoots it a little bit past you, Dajjal, and you hear a whiz, and the arrow lands past you in the water.
Can I just grab the rope? Did it go by me to where I can?
Yeah, it kind of went
it?
sort of behind you. So
I want to wrap where you take it and you wrap your arm around it and hold on to it.
Yep.
And then start. Actually, I want to just motion to Loowee take off in the horse, try to pull me.
Nice.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm actually gonna hand the rope over to Garrett and Ayden because they're stronger than me, so they can pull you. And I'm gonna cast a spell. I'll cast Silent Image. I want to have an image of Dajjal in the water as Dajjal is moving that way. I want to keep an image of him in the water, behind him, at the same place he was.
Oh.
Okay.
It's bait.
Okay, what's your spell save DC?
No idea.
Holy frick, you will not believe this. That right there.
Nat 20?
That's a 2.
2 nat 20s. Wow.
2 nat 20s.
Yikes.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, I can't match that.
You can't.
Yep. Can't do anything about that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Wait.
That's
I just
amazing.
noticed you just rolled 2 dice.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
it
has
has
advantage on magical
Oh, okay.
things.
Or there might
Still,
be
that's
2.
crazy. 2 nat 20s.
Oh,
I
two
got 2 nat
sides.
20s. And then I got a nat 1.
Ayden,
Yes.
tie the rope to the saddle and take off.
Yes.
He handed you the rope. The rope you're at.
Okay. Loowee rushes over and hands Ayden this rope, and you tie it off to the saddle?
No.
Okay.
Because that could be bad. I'm going to tie it
What?
around myself.
Okay.
Because that can be bad.
I'm a strong boy. Okay?
Oh my
Well, you have
God.
to-
Yeah, because
I'm
you're
going to tie
stronger
it to
than the
myself
I
horse.
see
and get
Ayden
on the
doing
horse.
this. Worst case scenario, you just cut the rope. Your horse is fine. Let's go.
I'm a strong boy, and I want to, yeah!
And you don't cut my
Get going
rope.
on the horse.
So you jump on your horse and you start kind of taking off. Dajjal, however, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm so worried.
Dajjal, from beneath you, you feel something wrap around your ankle, and you are violently tugged under
I let go of the
water.
rope.
Let go.
Dajjal's thinking right then and there would be he wouldn't want to drag his friend out in the water, so he would let go of the rope.
He would have dragged the horse. Nice friend.
Yeah, the horse I would have hung onto the rope. I let go of the rope, and I want to, as soon as I know what has me, aim my trident at it.
Okay.
It allows me to cast Dominate Beast. It has to perform a save. The DC is 15.
It does pass.
Crap. All right, so what happened?
Okay.
Is he
You
dead
point
yet?
your trident at this beast, and as you're kind of screaming that gurgled underwater, you point your trident, and the beast doesn't seem to listen to your commandments. It is dragging you under. It is dragging you underwater. Will everyone please roll me initiative? Okay. Loowee, you cannot currently see this monster. What would you like to do? Would you like to hold an action, make a movement?
It would be better if we tied that rope to a tree instead of yourself, because you're not Okay, you're strong. I get it. Not that strong though. All right.
Well, hold on.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm a big boy.
Okay. That's fine. You can hand the rope over. Is that your action?
No, just making a loop around it.
A
With
loop.
another rope.
Loowee is taking this length of rope, tying her own rope.
Yeah,
Loowee
there's
is tying
Loowee.
her own rope around this rope, making a sort of a dog run so she can get into the water. You can take movement if you'd like.
Jump in the water.
Okay, I'm gonna discount moving to the tree and back. Whatever, I don't care. So you're gonna tie sort of a loop around this rope and use it as a sort of rush into the water. Go ahead and move your token as far as you would like to go. Loowee has moved and used her bonus action and her action. Ayden.
Ayden is going to pull out his. Is it Slafter?
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah, he's going to pull out his Slafter and his shield and say, "Well, here we go, coming for you!" And he's going to jump in the water as well.
Okay.
So you have all your armor on?
Oh, 100%. I did not think this through.
The slad has you in its clutches, Dajjal, and it is going to make an attack at you. Does a 13 hit you?
No. Oh!
It does
Bumping
it?
that armor. Because of
Wow.
the cloak of protection, it does not. My armor class is now 14.
Awesome. So the slad has these two large hooks on the back of its hands, and it has you in one arm, and it tries to swipe you with one, but it misses you as you're squirming under the water. Dajjal, it has you. What would you like to do?
How far down am I?
Probably about 20 feet.
20 feet down? I'm going to Misty Step.
Oh, cool.
20 feet up, 10 feet forward. That would be my 30 feet, right?
Okay, I will allow that. That sounds great. Its fingers fall through around a bunch of mist, and you teleport away from it to your desired location. Go ahead and move there. And this thing is still below you, 10 feet over and 20 feet down.
But I wanna grab, try to grab the rope. I'm trying to still grab the rope now and start, reeling myself in, you know?
Okay.
I have a bonus action?
You have an action. The Misty Step counts as a bonus action, so it counts as a second action. So you have your first action if you would still like to use something.
Minor illusion.
Okay.
I'd like to invite you to my party.
Pretty much minor illusion to make ticking on the water right above us. Try to confuse it to where I am.
Ooh. Okay, so you use minor illusion to sort of confuse this beast above it.
The top of the water, right above it, since I went up and 10 feet forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it thinks I'm right above it instead of 10 feet.
Loowee, Dajjal has surfaced. Your friend is swimming for his life. What would you like to do?
Alright, I want to cast Mage Hand on me. Immovable Rod.
Oh,
And
okay.
send it to Dajjal.
Okay, so Dajjal, you are presented by a spectral hand, the immovable rod.
And Louis is actually gonna go back on
Okay.
and grab onto the rope and
Keep on.
yeah, she's gonna pull the rope. Oh, no, I'm just gonna ready up my bow.
Okay, Garrett.
Can I ready an action? Is that no? It's...
You can hold an action, yeah, because you haven't used an action. You've used use an object, which is a bonus action for you.
Okay, I can ready up my bow attack until that creature
As
surfaces.
soon as you see it, you can let it rip. Got it.
Good.
Okay.
So I'll do it.
Garrett's turn. Garrett is a wise man, and he is going to spend his turn removing his armor.
I want to see what Aiden's gonna do.
Okay. Well, I still have the rope as well because I was swimming next to it.
You are hanging on to this rope in the water. Yeah.
I want to use all of my strength holding myself above the water and also pulling the rope to get Dajjal closer to me.
Reeling him in.
Yes, while getting a little closer to him.
All right, you got this sled, and it has disappeared underneath the water, Dajjal, as it is beneath you, and Ayden, suddenly, from beneath you, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no. The one thing I'm terrible
in the
at.
water. Can we get some disadvantage on that?
How dare you?
He doesn't need it. Oh, nat one. All right, so Ayden, nothing happens. You feel nothing. So it's beautiful. What a beautiful moment.
Do I see the creature come up and like swipe at him?
You could probably like barely see your feet. Like it's really low visibility, but yeah, you can see this mass beneath the both of you.
Ripple, like just a.
Yeah,
you see it at that point.
You see these like yellow eyes like looking up at you with this just wide like zipper football mouth, like this wide football mouth, and it just opens up and
trying to keep myself afloat, like thrashing around with my shield, and it doesn't know what's going on.
I say don't do that in a shark attack. Play calm, stay cool. Reminding you guys, you've done no damage to this creature. It is Dajjal's turn.
I want to move.
Dude, how cool would it be if you use your Eldritch Blast to propel yourself like a jet?
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh man, but it would be cool.
I know. I want to move.
I know.
Where's 30?
Yeah.
Before I move, I want to. I have the rod Loowee gave me. I want to try the trident again real quick.
Okay.
With one.
Okay. It succeeds with an 18.
Yeah. It has advantage on everything.
It had a 3 and an 18, so.
Move. I want to move 15 feet with Ayden.
Okay.
That's right here. I grab Ayden, and as I grab Ayden, we twirl around like two ballerinas in a musical, The Nutcracker. And as we spin around, the rope entangles around us twice. Just twice. I stick the rod in between us as we are together. We still have enough room that I can put my hand between us. It's not like we're sandwiched, but we have a little bit of gap. Put the rod in between us to where it catches the rope, hit the button, and now the rope that is holding us together will catch the immovable rod where we can.
So the rope that goes around you, you're hoping
Yes.
that the rod will stop it from being able to get pulled down. Okay.
Yes.
So.
Ayden leans in real close to Dajjal's ear and says, "I know this might be the wrong time, but you're my best friend." And pulls away.
That's so nice.
I use my tail and just put it to Ayden's lips.
Okay. Garrett.
I heard everything.
Garrett, disturbed at this sight. Garrett has taken off his armor, which would probably take more than 6 seconds, but whatever. I do what I want. No, he has lovely white oak garb from his knight position, and he is going to jump in there, and when he gets over to you guys, he sees this thing. It's glowing yellow eyes under the surface of the water, and he freaks out, and he just goes, and he's just gonna try and stab under the water as much as possible. He's really uncomfortable and not afraid. He's a knight, he's got the bravery thing. In fact, brave is an actual feat.
Me and Ayden are tied together by him, like hushing lips.
Right, he's uncomfortable. He's gonna have disadvantage because he's so distracted by what the heck is going on. No, he is going to use his greatsword. Missing both of his jabs in the water, Garrett.
Oh,
Who will be the first to draw blood? He got 2 attacks too.
Is that thing like visible from Louie's perspective?
I will say now that you could probably barely see this mass under the water.
But with the golden arrow, I have advantage on hits. Would that help? That's a 25. But I can have a 6-second message with it.
You can. What would you like to say to this creature that doesn't speak common?
Because it's in the water.
It's a
murloc. That means you're gonna die.
Right.
That was very offensive.
I took that in high school. Okay, Loowee has shots. Ayden. Ayden, you are tied to Dajjal. You have an immovable rod between you, preventing you from sinking down into the water. This creature is below you, mouth agape, eyes shining in the murk. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna have my sword in hand and say, "Not today!" thing, and stab at it.
And it doesn't react because that one-liner was just the worst. And
yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, nice!
Wow, I am on fire tonight.
Beautiful. Slaughter.
I hate you.
Okay, yeah, roll it. Definitely. Wow, okay.
Does that taste like blood?
Oh, the psychic damage, though, is the humor, though, I think, right?
Well, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
heard-
One-liner?
Don't know.
It wasn't funny.
We wanna,
It has to
we
be a
wanna
funny
pretend like
one-liner.
we didn't hear it.
I mean, Cody, if nobody laughs, it doesn't
Well,
work.
okay.
That's why I was like,
there will be blood. Huh?
That's-
I don't know.
even
I
then.
don't know, man.
you want to try again, Cody? You had a nat. You had a nat 20, so I'm gonna give it to you again. Think of a good
Oh,
fish,
boy.
a good fish salamander one-liner, and I'll give it to you.
I don't know. You ever seen the movie
question.
Matilda?
That's not a thing.
What?
I don't know,
Okay,
man.
tell him where he could be sleeping.
You sleeping with the fishes?
That's
What?
something.
It smells like fish in here.
Something's fishy. Something. Come on, give me something.
I
Or
think it smells
Dajjal.
like fish.
Dajjal, you do it. You're tied to him. If someone in the
I think
perimeter.
Y'all, I don't even want to say anything because I'm just baffled. I'm like, what are you? Just stab it. Why are you
Alright.
doing?
Okay, I just stabbed it.
It's
then.
13
That's
damage
seven plus
on
six.
this beautiful.
Can my one-liner with the arrow do it?
That's not a one-liner. It's gotta be like a pun or a joke. Like, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Stab. Like that. That's fine. Or like, I hope you brought the tartar sauce. And then something. Come on. And then just.
Okay. Well, I'll think of my next one. I'll
I'm
have to write
floundered
up
by your
near you.
silence.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
so
yeah.
let's.
Wow, defeated by a pawn. Oh no.
Oh, your pot scum, and then just something. Come on,
Oh, yikes.
Debbie, you just...
I got them all. Okay,
Oh, man.
I am the sword. If it's not funny, there.
Your brother was an anchovy and your mother was a very
13 damage it is.
very tiny small fish.
A sardine, if you will. Okay,
Whoa.
so you do 13 damage to this creature. This lad, offended by just all the failures that you've done, and he's like, I'm worth more than this. He's gonna take a swipe at you, Ayden.
Huh?
Ooh, he is gonna miss you terribly, though. So
Sweet.
we should really stop aiming for Ayden. You are armored in the water, so there's that. Dajjal. It's Dajjal's turn.
Bad pun. One more time. I have it allows 3 per day. I've already burnt 2. I'm gonna try the trident
Okay.
one last time.
What's your spell save DC?
It says it's 15 in the description.
What's your spell
That's
save?
probably because that's my spell save.
Yeah. Okay. He got a 15. I'm so sorry. Dang it.
That's like this stupid thing and put it away.
Garbage. You could still stab things with
And
it,
then
but
I'll move. Nah, that's just not what I do with stuff. I have a -3 for piercing. I have a chance to go negative.
it's
on
your
that
strength score.
roll.
Yeah. Okay. What
And
would you
then
like to do?
move me and Ayden 15.
Okay.
Oh, we're so close to shore. We could probably stand in the water.
Ayden is dragged back to the shore. Ayden, you find your footing on the watery bank of the Aran Strait. Dajjal is just behind you, and well, I'll say you guys were. You. That's fine. You guys are beside each other. You find your footing in the Aran Strait and the murky bank, in the muddy water there. And next up is Garrett, and he is going to try to make his double melee attack with his greatsword again, and he's gonna hit one of them. Good for you, Garrett. He gets 2d6 plus 3. 9, 12. So he is going to hit it for 12 damage with his greatsword. Alright, and that is Loowee.
Is it visible from where I'm standing?
You can see the shape of it.
Okay, is Garrett holding on to that rope?
No, they took it with them.
Stupid Garrett.
They took it with them!
They took it with him?
They went back to shore, and he was like, guys, you're
Alright,
a-holes.
Garrett, I got you, buddy. I want to summon Mage Hand and take one end of that rope and
You
get it.
have to untie it from Dajjal and Ayden.
God, you guys. Can I untie it in the same turn?
You can use your bonus action, to untie it, and then Yeah, throw it out to Garrett. So you use your mage hand. You manage to get this rope back to Garrett. Okay. Any movement?
Oh, reel him in. Can I do that?
No, that's an action.
Alright.
Ayden.
I'll stay there. Yeah, by the shore. Reeling in action.
I'm gonna pull myself. Like, are we on the shore? On the shore?
You
I was
can,
gonna
yeah,
pull-
you can get up on the shore. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to pull myself and Dajjal up on the shore.
Okay.
That way we're out of it. And then I want to reel him in
Okay.
to get him out of the water.
Okay. Yeah, you, especially if you are helped, you easily are able to reel Garrett back in. So next is the slad, and it could be slod, who knows. Next is the salad. It is underwater, and it is not happy. It is going to come up and kind of, it's that fin on its back is going to surface and break the water and start coming towards the shoreline. You guys see this thing get nearer and nearer, and it pops up and just beside you, and it sees Garrett.
Garrett, no!
Garrett, yes.
No, Garrett, no.
Ooh, super hit him with a 26. And
Cool.
They're only D4s, guys.
they're D6s.
Yikes.
And do 16 damage to Garrett. So it's going to swipe at Garrett with these big hooks on the back of its hands, and it does 16 damage. Dajjal. This thing is standing kind of near you with Garrett just in front of it.
How's Garrett looking? Is Garrett all right?
He's alright. He's a big boy.
Garrett has stabbed this. Louie has hit it. How's this
I
thing
think
look?
you guys have hit it 3 times.
Yeah, but how does it look after 3 hits?
It's alright.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
16 will hit. Roll damage. Nice.
Oh no! Wow.
Alrighty. That'll hit.
Aha!
I want to flick the first one, fastball the second one, even though the damage, whatever.
Okay.
And
Oh.
and I want to use beast speech and tell the thing, go away.
Go
Leave
away.
us!
Get out of here, you bully! You threw me in the water. You're a
I'm scared of
man.
water. Okay. Garrett's turn again. Hey, Garrett, what up? Garrett doesn't hit it at all. Louie, what would you like to do?
Alright. Garrett misses. What a fool.
Idiot.
I want to move that way, over there. Getting disengaging a little bit.
Cool, cool.
I want to get flank that guy, the big
Okay.
guy, boop boop.
Yep.
And shoot a fire arrow at that guy.
Very nice.
Maybe it'll
A
be non-resistant.
Fire arrow?
Maybe.
It's,
Who knows? Worth a
What do you
shot,
mean?
right? Definitely try that.
I don't have lightning arrow. That's all I got. Okay.
No, yeah, try the lightning too.
I don't have that.
Oh, okay. Let's try something.
Hey, it won't work.
Your bow unfortunately misses him. But you have. Would you like to use your second?
Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do. So just roll again.
Oh,
The 20 will hit. Roll damage.
All right. This. Don't count the 3s. That's 15 plus 4 fire plus 15. That's 34.
Okay, so we're gonna say that is 32.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
Very nice.
I got my answer. That's cool.
Beautiful. And no radiant because you're using the fire, or you're not gonna stack it, or what?
No radiant because I'm using the fire.
I mean,
can it be stacked?
I don't. It's the bow that's radiant and imbues it with holy light. So.
Oh, man.
That's OP, but okay, let's do it.
Snap, do it!
It's starting to look a little rough around the gills. So what's the phrase? What's the phrase?
I don't have gills.
Green
Yeah, I
around the
don't know.
gills. It's green. Okay. I don't know when would I use that. Ayden, it's your turn. Do us proud.
All right, Aiden's going to walk up to the edge of the water, make sure no one's in it, and sheathes his sword of Slafter, and pulls out his javelin, and says, "Looks like I'll be the last one to put the final nail in your coffin," and then tells it to kneel and repent.
Wrong weapon, but I like it. Cool. That'll hit. Beautiful. Sick indeed. Okay, Ayden, how would you like to do this?
So yeah, he pulls it up and just shoves it into this thing's face.
Okay.
And then pushes it into the water.
Nice. Lou, I'm gonna need your Murloc sound again.
Oh, you got it.
That's a little deeper. And then,
like a putty. I'm digging. Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't an octave too high.
Okay, you stab this thing in the face, and it falters and sort of falls back into the water and disappears into the murk. You have bested this. It drowns, I guess, with all its gills and stuffs. Ayden has done it. Good job. And the slad is no more. You guys are out of combat. You hand your immovable rod back to Loowee. You guys untangle yourselves, and Garrett puts back on his armor, and he's freaking out, and he's like, let's get out of here before more show up.
Here. Ayden jumps back up onto his pony. And
I was expecting Ayden to be like, yeah, before it gets too fishy.
I'm bad at fish puns, let's
Try
leave.
harder. Okay.
I'm bad at these. Let's go now.
As you are kind of walking, you see to the east the area where you had crossed over and camped out and met Kid for the first time those couple weeks ago. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, man.
Oh, nostalgia.
I'm gonna start kicking every bush, just in case.
Don't kick bushes, man. Respect the veg.
Are you gonna kick all the bushes?
Don't kick bushes.
I'm just gonna nudge all the bushes just in case.
Nudge them. Okay, better than kicking them.
It's
Alright.
a pretty stern nudge.
Yeah, one of them bites your foot off. No, you're solid. No, these bushes don't seem to react to your nudging, as it were.
Do you want to truck
When
it
gets dark.
to Eriedale and get a room there?
Yes, I hear that's a party town.
I don't
You've been there.
remember. We've been there.
That's where it was
I don't
raining, and you met
remember it.
Carthus.
Yeah, I remember
Ayden
Carthus-
surfed.
It was a sad day.
You probably have a concussion, Ayden. You
Wait,
surfed
what?
down the stairs.
Wait,
I
where?
don't remember that.
Let's go! Now that makes me want to go back even more. Let's go.
I mean, I am for shield surfing though.
Let's hoof it there. It'll be about 3 in the morning when we get there. I don't know how far stuff is here. We're on a horse.
Let's
keep going.
Yeah.
Let's
That's what
go.
I want to do that with my horse.
You guys are walking along, and you kind of show you kind of show Garrett the sights. He's super interested in, like, the culture of Leafin, and you guys are like, I don't know, there's some trees over here, and that's where I met this weird pirate guy, and hurt to dirt. And you guys come up on Eriedale, and it is, it starts to sprinkle, it starts to drizzle a little bit as you guys are headed into the area outside of Eriedale, and the very nice grassy trail sort of becomes super muddy as it gets closer to Eriedale, and the sun begins to sink, and you hear, like, roaring laughter on the horizon as you're headed up. You guys roll in, and by the time you get there, it is pouring. You head into town, and you see a hanging sign sort of near the docks for a bar called Spooked Your Pants.
Spook your pants.
Oh, spooked pants.
Guys, what's that? That was the bar, right? That was the bar that we all went to.
Yeah, you
Wow.
remember that?
I barely. You guys want to head in, see if kick up the old alma mater? Let's go in.
Not much has changed in Spooked Your Pants. It's only been a couple weeks since you guys were here last, and you roll up.
Okay.
Oh. Were you guys just rolling up the stairs?
I don't know. I was following
Oh,
Ayden.
Aiden went up the stairs to see if he remembered what for, and he's just looking at his shield and looking at the stairs and looking around to get a gauge of the place, see how everything's going.
Sweet grinds.
You hear a message, a small message coming to your ear. Do it. Just do it.
Aiden's gonna look around and say, "Everyone, Lend me your eyes.
Like a
And then
bunch
he's
of
going to
gruff
do-
pirates like look over and they're like,
He is going to do the sweetest grind down this railing. I'm using my inspiration
okay,
on this.
I want to use Mage Hand to unbalance it.
leave him
So wait,
alone.
I can use what or what?
Athletics or performance.
I'll use performance. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not gonna stop me. I'm doing it.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm casting Mage Hand. I want
To
to
throw
make
him
him
off?
trip.
That's rude.
Okay, Ayden, roll me Constitution. Nice.
Haha!
Beautiful.
BS.
Ayden, you put your shield on the railing. Dajjal looks up at you, he's like, oh, don't do it. And you just give him this look like, it's time. And you reprise your beautiful role of shield surfing in the Spooked Your Pants. And you jump up on your shield and you gloriously grind down. Not perfect. You wobble a little bit, but you hold steady, and you land at the bottom, and you kind of trip as you go, but you stop and you pick up your shield, and you're good.
As he
I wanna
was
hold it
going
up
down
above
and
me.
landed, I wanted to cast Minor Illusion to make fireworks sparking around him as
Sick!
he's going.
Pyrotechnics.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
it's gonna be a good night.
You stick your hands up with your shield, and everyone is looking at you, and there's like two like really old drunk guys, like one's got his beard and his beer, and they're like,
There's no one in the bar. The bar is empty.
no, this bar is crowded as F. Just like the
Okay.
last time, you guys barely have room to move.
I
choking.
use thaumaturgy. Aye!
Hey, and like one other pirate's like, yar.
I tried it.
What are we
no.
What are we
Yes.
moving for?
Well,
But
I've done
honestly, Dajjal wants to look, as Ayden was doing all that, Dajjal wants to look around and see if he notices anyone from that he's run into before, off of maybe Gar's crew, something like that. See if I know anyone.
Very nice.
Is that investigation?
Yeah, make me investigation.
I'll be the same for Loowee.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, look at you.
nailing it.
Alright, I feel like I should throw you a bone because you got a nat. What can I do?
It's a gnat.
Yeah, you did.
That's a.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can put that in there.
What? How about this? How about you tell me what that is?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out how to give this to you. You guys are standing around this bar, and Loowee and Ayden, as you kind of look around, nothing really catches your eye. You don't seem to recognize anyone here. That guy that Ayden like killed and then brought back to life, and then they threw him outside in the alley. That guy's here. He's a regular, just like the bartender told you all those weeks ago. And I don't know if he recognizes you, but he's hanging out. Dajjal. You are just kind of, going up to the bar, and you approach this bar and just kind of get a look around, and you don't see anyone that you recognize. However, you do hear a conversation of a couple people kind of leaning on the wall, mumbling something about tieflings.
What are they mumbling about? Have they noticed me? What?
It's pretty crowded in here. It's pretty loud in here, and you're just hanging out at the bar.
Disguise self as a non-tiefling.
Okay.
Discreet though, like I want to kind of rub my face, and as I rub my face, change it from a tiefling
Beautiful.
to Ayden.
There's the guy that gave Ayden the bloody nose here, and he's like, "Hey!" No,
I'll change it to anybody.
just
Typical,
standard
yeah.
NPC. Okay. You changed into
Generic,
human, discreetly, beautifully done. And these two gentlemen are just kind of leaning on the wall, sharing having a tankard, and they're kind of talking under their breath. You hear from them. They don't like these tieflings coming around town so much.
I want to grab a beer, just grab one off the counter. It can be empty.
Hey.
It doesn't even just an empty glass.
Okay.
I want to walk over to the guy's drunk or pretend like I'm drunk, and I'm like, yeah, all these stupid tieflings coming around, man.
I know, right?
What do you guys think the deal with that is? Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Are you all right?
Yeah. What do you guys think the deal with all these tieflings is recently? You know?
I don't know. They're awful. I hate them. They're so violent all the time. I just want to kill them. Oh.
You guys know what they're doing here? I mean, I'm looking out for me and my gang. I'm trying to stay away from tieflings as much as I can. I think they're a bad bunch, if you ask me. Do you know what they're doing around here? Yeah.
All right, there, buddy. No, we don't really know why they're here. I mean, they're joining all these gangs and these pirate groups and stuff like that. They're taking our business. I have to put bread on the table for my evil children.
I want to ask them, like, have you guys seen any big batch of tieflings come in at all recently?
Well, that's what we were just talking about. The ones who came here just last week.
Obnoxious. Was it a group of them? Or...
Yeah, a group of a couple of them.
Where were they heading?
I don't know, hanging out in port. Why do you want to know?
Trying to avoid wherever they were going, you know?
Okay, but there's tieflings everywhere. Where are you trying to head?
Yeah, but if there's a big group of them, why wouldn't I try to avoid the big group, you know?
Yeah. Listen, buddy, you kind of sound like you're asking for more information.
Yeah, just trying to avoid tieflings, if you know what I mean. You said they were here. Were they in port? Were they dropping something off, picking something up?
A few of them came into the pub.
They say anything while they were in here? You get any?
Listen, buddy, I don't know. My memory's not so great.
I hold up a gold piece in front of him, and be like, "How about now? How's your memory feel?"
He hands it back to you. Not that good.
He probably wants some clams.
I hold up just a stack of gold coins. What about now?
All right, we can talk. I'll take that. Yeah, they were here.
I'm just gonna say there was 15 in there or something.
Okay.
2,000.
Jeez, that's I owe you. Hold on. You mind if I get my buddies over here? Because we've actually been looking for a certain tiefling too.
Oh, Ayden has already stumbled up. He just stood beside you and
just
didn't
motion to. Is Garrett outside?
Garrett is with you, and he is drinking.
We're gonna not include Garrett in this conversation. I wanna wave over Loowee and.
Louie's not where you're waving. She's behind the other guy, hidden.
Oh.
Against the wall?
I'm just like, huh, God! Wait!
Hey, they're leaning on the wall.
Loowee is the wall.
You gotta be behind you there.
There's a painting of a lady, and Louie's like, hey. Loowee is menacing in the corner behind these gentlemen. You leave Garrett aside, and he's kind of like, oh. And he just has a drink, which he is fine with, I guess. He's a big old party boy. Ayden strolls up beside Dajjal, and you approach this conversation of these two gentlemen who seem to be talking to Dajjal about something.
Hey, Big D in the kids' table. What's going on here?
What are you talking about?
No.
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 Oh, right.
Bad approach.
And I'm gonna look at them anyway. What were they? Did they say anything while they were here? Did they drop anything off, picking anything up?
There were a lot of tieflings who came here probably about a week ago. I didn't hear necessarily that they said anything. I can't seem to remember.
I sigh, hand him 15 more gold pieces. The captain of the ship, what would he have been doing? You guys, it's at a port. You guys see you know what the captain looks like.
We didn't particularly see anyone that seemed to have been in charge. We were hanging out here at the pub. We saw them. We were standing outside having a smoke, and these guys were coming in to the pub, and we saw a bunch of guys, a couple ladies, all tiefling. Well, not all of them tieflings, but
what other races were with them?
There was some lady, a djinn or a hobgoblin or something, some lady.
Djinns are nuts.
Djinns are nuts?
Djinns, man, they're like genie things. Spooky. Ayden chimes in. You ever seen a djinn? They're crazy. You sure it was a djinn?
It was a djinn or a goblin?
A
Like,
djinn
usually
or a
that was a
hobgoblin? I don't know. Red skin,
That's
whatever.
nuts.
A djinn?
D-J-I-N-N. A djinn. It's like a genie.
Yeah, djinns are nuts.
Like they're flying over the ground, like they're hovering.
She
Like,
wasn't flying, but she.
What,
I don't know.
just
That's all.
pretending to
What
walk.
were they doing? Like, what did they do while they were here?
They came in and they had a drink. I don't know. We didn't see much about it. They just came in. They were not really bothering anyone, but they were bothering us. They were just sitting in the corner, menacingly.
But they didn't
Aiden laughs
do
and
anything,
goes,
but they-
Tieflings, right? And looks over at Dajjal, seeing that he has disguised himself, and just gives a little chuckle.
Did you happen to see a child amongst them?
I don't know. Did we see a child with them? I don't know.
impatience pouring over my face. I just want to, calm as I can, yes, did you see a child with them?
I must have hit my head or something. I'm super forgetful today.
I
wanna like whisper and be like, you're not gonna take this crap, are you? That's kind of crummy. Like, you could...
I want to hand them. I want to hold up my whole coin purse and be like, did you see a girl tiefling with them, or a kid tiefling with them or not? I just need the answer first. I hand them my bag.
Yeah, there was a little girl with them. Tiefling.
Immediately turn into a tiefling, stab them both through the neck.
Go!
Okay, roll it. With what? With what? You got rid of your daggers.
I have it. No, I have it. I had two daggers.
Oh.
I had
With a trident.
Just both at once.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Oh God.
All right.
You crit fail that, my
roll
man.
me-
You stab yourself.
Wait, so you kept one dagger?
Oh yeah.
And
I
you're
guess I
stabbing
can't
both
stab
of them? Do you want
Yeah.
to use your trident on the other?
I feel like I already crit failed. I can't change up what I'm
Well,
doing
it's
now.
your attack. You were using two attacks, two weapons.
Yeah.
Very
Eldritch,
quickly.
just Eldritch, like put my hand up against one's face, and just Eldritch blast right through
Okay.
his mouth or whatever.
Roll it.
Okay.
Roll damage. Shocked against the wood of the wall, he slides down the wall. He goes limp, and his buddy, whose head you missed with this dagger, drops the bag. Sorry. Okay, yeah, we saw a little girl. What do you want?
I want to calmly pick all of my gold back up
Okay.
that I handed them. Play it off like I meant to do it. Take the dagger out of the wall and just like hold it up against his neck. Be like, which way did they go?
Man, how am I supposed to know which way they went? They was talking about Canterdale. Or
North
something.
or south?
Canterdale's north, isn't it? They were talking about Canterdale. That's all I heard. Something about claws or something. I don't know.
And if I remember this bar correctly last time, is no one affected by the fact that I just killed a dude?
Well,
There are some
yeah.
people who are staring at you, and it seems that Loowee has a problem with what you just did. But otherwise, people are like, what the heck? But they're not really intervening. Loowee,
I
Yeah,
don't know if
Louis
I
does
can
not
say-
approve of what she just did. Harsh and aggressive for no reason. Ayden, can you fix that guy? Tell me you can fix that guy.
Aiden looks over. That guy's face is melted off, and he just kind of gives like a.
Okay, you there's nothing.
I mean,
he's dead for
if
real.
I'm being real though, I don't think that guy could have fixed that guy. If we're, you know, that guy kind of sucked.
Yeah, he did, and then dragged my dagger across the other one's throat.
Loowee, would you like to use your reaction to try and stop
Yeah,
them?
I'm gonna use my reaction and prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dajjal, your hand is met by Louise. Would you like to persist or cease?
I'll stop. I'll shrug my hand away and just be like, just getting rid of the trash, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna. Louis gonna. He's gonna hit her with her knee to Dajjal's stomach. We don't need that kind of violence here.
I just take it. I look at her and be like, this guy is obviously garbage. Don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of bad things in the past,
Yeah, you just did one
but
today. You did not prove to me that you changed.
I'm just
The thing
saying.
is that you changed. You did not. What if that guy had a baby, had a family in mind?
Well, maybe his kids will grow up having a better life now that their deadbeat dad is not.
All right, I'm gonna punch Dajjal again.
Oh, yikes. Before this happens, I'm going to cast Hold Person on Dajjal and Loowee. Now they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep. There it is.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
You put out your hands to try and halt this fight, and they just kind of shake it off and go at it. Loowee decks Dajjal across the face. Dajjal, what would you like to do?
I just take it. I tell Loowee I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight you over it. You are
I'm not
my.
gonna fight over a murder, over a double murder you just attempted.
well, technically he did murder one person. He was attempting to murder the other.
Attempt on the second.
Yeah.
Dajjal looks. Dajjal would look at Loowee and just tell Loowee, listen, I have nothing left anymore. I'm going to right my wrongs my way. This guy didn't deserve to live. That's how I feel about it. I'm actually confused myself, Loowee. Like, why are you so against killing? I mean, you were in Morrow's Claw, right? And I understand they don't always have to kill, but you were around killers there. You're on people who did what they had to do there. Why are you?
You know very well why I was there.
I get it. I just don't know why.
That doesn't make for the fact that you just killed a man who did not mean any violence against you or whatever.
That is where I will jump in and say I think I know your guys' quarrel here, and what Loowee is saying, regardless of if that man did or did not deserve to die.
We have all killed people.
Yes.
Louie's gone, by the way. Louie just left.
We have all killed people.
Yes.
Louie's put arrows through how many people?
Yes.
You've killed people.
Yes.
I want to put my hand on Ayden's shoulder, and then I'm gonna walk up to the bar to get a room.
Oh, well.
Ayden, you are left alone here with Garrett. Garrett watches Dajjal walk away, watches Loowee storm away. Garrett looks at you. Goodbye, Ashwind.
What? I shake his hand and say, you heading out? What,
I will go to Canterdale and see what I can do. I will ride ahead of you. It was good to meet you, good to know you, and I wish you the best with whatever party you take up with in the future.
Godspeed.
I will call you on the Murak shell should I ever need you. Thank you for everything,
Yes.
and
Thank
I'm
you.
glad that we could at least partially avenge our king and your father.
Me too. Thank you. I appreciate everything you've done and will do. Stay golden. Garrett.
Goodbye. Garrett leaves the pub, and he takes up his horse and he rides away.
As he does that, Ayden is just standing in the doorway, just kind of watching him go, and like looking back at Dajjal and Loowee.
Dajjal has approached the bar asking for a room. Dajjal, what kind of room would you like to ask for?
Probably get a solo room this time.
Okay.
Sensing that, but not because he doesn't want to room with people, just because he figures people probably don't want to room with him right now.
Dajjal heads up the stairs away from the bar. Garrett has gone. Ayden and Loowee, what would you like to do?
Louie left out. She stormed out. She's by the dock.
You see Garrett leave the bar, and you head towards the docks, but Garrett collects his horse, and you watch as Garrett goes a different way from you, but you can see him leave town on horseback.
Yeah, Louie's not gonna chase him.
Ayden wants to go out to Loowee.
Doesn't know what to really do. She was just hanging out with Cranberry.
He wants to go over and start like picking up rocks and chucking them.
At Cranberry? Are you crazy?
No, what? No. Get out of here, bird.
Bird.
So
Loowee, bird, watch out!
Everybody's turning evil. I can do that too.
So Loowee, you all right?
You're doing it wrong. Loowee
Excuse
takes
me,
a
what?
rock and like spins it.
Oh, he tries to do the same. So I got pretty heated in there, huh?
What do you think, Ayden?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was rhetorical. But...
That, so, like, what, oh boy, I'm really bad. What are you feeling? What, yeah, I just want to talk. What you thinking? Tell me about you.
I think that guy should be alive.
Oh, I agree. But we can't turn back time, you know?
Aiden's just real bummed out. You can tell. Ah,
What can you do?
It's over now. Let's keep going.
Super dead. Can't spare the dead.
Yeah, I mean, well, if he saw the face, maybe, you know?
Can only spare
I
the
did
dying.
know a guy who could.
I don't recognize Dajjal at all.
I don't think that, like, this is a thing that we can, like, you know, put on the back burner, but I definitely think that it has to do with everything that has just come to light recently. So, like, I don't want to immediately go on the offensive and attack him for it, but, like, he's got a lot of stuff going on too, you know? And
That's no excuse for murder in my book.
I completely agree.
That's-
But obviously he's going through it in his own way.
yeah, I don't know how you're gonna react to it, but I'm not gonna let it go.
Dajjal did get some information out of that guy. Regardless of the means, we do know that everyone that was on that boat, seemingly tiefling wise, that they took are heading up to Canterdale for some unknown reason. And it's kind of a little bit fortuitous that we too are heading in that direction. We got a job to do, you know, and that job, saving lives. I know tonight was
Clearly we saved
one
tonight.
step back in terms of that, but I definitely think that we will be doing more good than bad, regardless, and we'll just have to, we'll have to pocket tonight for another time. But I definitely see your side 100%, and you know, just understanding comes with time and patience. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there. And he goes to throw a rock, and
Performance. Why are you rolling acrobatics?
because I was trying to do like a flip and throw the rock.
Because the rock is actually rolling him. So
Sweet. So yeah, he goes to throw the rock and do this like sweet flip, goofs up on the flip, but ends up making it look cool in the end, and gives one of these to Loowee.
you get like 5 or 6 rebounds. That's pretty.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good, but yeah, the student
Surpasses the master.
the student already surpasses the master.
Yeah, what can I say?
It didn't take you long. Good job.
I've had 0 drinks in me tonight. So.
Yeah.
Would you like to remedy that?
Ooh. Ayden kind of like ponders it for a minute and like looks at Loowee and is like, "Look, it was kind of a heavy night. You want to like party? Sound like a good time, you know?"
Yeah, no.
Wow, come on. Like, look, okay. Let me just say this. Aside from all that crazy stuff with Dajjal, I totally nailed that shield grind. All right. Also,
Yeah,
you were trying to mess with it, huh? You cast that.
Me?
Cast that. Yo,
In my role?
100%.
And I like the magic hand is just taps on your shoulder like never.
Let's go on. You say we go on and have a couple drinks. Get a little silly.
I just feel like Loowee is not in the mood at this point to have any kind of party. So
And the
I'm
Ayden
just
sees that.
I'm just gonna go get a room, Ayden. That's appreciated. I see what you're trying to do, but
Yeah.
I gotta think this through.
Whenever you're having a bad time and you want to feel better, just let it slide with a little bit of the poor inhibitions, you know? Just
Said the cleric. Woo!
Ayden,
just go and have a future. Look, I wasn't always a cleric.
Ayden, I can't get drunk.
What?
I can't. It's not in.
Wait, oh, you physically can't? Or
Yeah.
like, is this... Oh,
Yeah.
It doesn't
Well,
matter. I can't.
that's a real bummer. Oh, Ayden is like getting like kind of bummed
And
out now.
you should be half of it, right?
Yeah, that's why it takes a lot more for me. But I can get there. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you can tell me how it is tomorrow morning. Have a good night, Ayden.
Oh man. So Loowee just walks away and to get a room.
Yeah, it's no hard feeling. She's just not in the mood to chat any longer.
Ayden comes back in and goes to the bar. Sits down very confused about his emotions right now and looks up to the bartender. Hey, what's your name? Is your name Sally? Your
My
name
name
Joe?
is-
What's your
Okay. No.
Can I guess her name?
Is your name Sally Joe?
My name is Joel.
Joel. I'm gonna call you Sally.
Do it.
So Sally, what do we got here? I've had a really weird night, and you know, did you see that sweet shield surf? That was pretty cool.
You know, I did.
So Sally, can I ask you some advice? You seem to be the wise bartender.
I'm not, but
This
yes.
turned into an episode of Cheers.
So we got these two friends, Sally, and I don't know how to go about making my friends be better friends. Sally, what do you do with your friends?
I have lots of friends. Let's get
That's
that
great. That's great.
straight. And with them, you just gotta figure out what makes them happy,
Yeah.
and then try and serve them with that. If they like gifts, if they like conversation, if they like doing things, figure out what makes them happy.
Yeah, but Sally, we live in a crazy world, man. You know, like what? You got these weird looking fish beasts jumping out of the water, throwing your best friends in it. You know, you got all kind of stuff going. Like he is on his like 10th drink, going through it.
It's been
He's
like
down-
minutes. Okay.
Oh, I know. He's just been chugging
Okay.
because he is now
Jesus.
drowning his sorrows.
He's gonna be
'Cause
drowning
it-
his liver. Okay.
Yeah, Aiden's a very sad boy now. And I just, you know, I'm just like, I've been trying to be strong, Sally. You know, I've been trying to just get through it. You know, I thought I avenged my dad, but I thought I stopped an evil organization with my boys and lady. But like, what? I became a cleric. You know, I'm trying to do all these good things, and then I don't think I'm a very good cleric, Sally. If I'm being honest, I don't I really try, and like I try to do the right thing, go and do these missions and make progress, but it seems like take 2 steps forward and just jump back. Yeah, Sally, how would you ever been wanted, Sally? You ever been wanted by the police?
Oh, thought you went by the ladies.
Oh no, I don't think I have any trouble with that. It's just been a tough few weeks, Sally. You know, like it's just a bunch of crazy wild animals coming into the
Listen.
feeding trough.
Listen, cleric. What makes you happy?
Oh man, Sally. Oh jeez. Sorry. Chugging his drink, throws it down.
Not that. I'm gonna cut you off, by the way.
Drinking.
Nope.
Okay. You know, Sally, if I had to boil it down, I'd probably just say helping people. helping people has made me happy my whole life. Whenever I don't think I can help people, I get pretty sad. I'm pretty sad right now, Sally. I want to turn to who's next to me and say, hey, brother or sister, I don't know your gender. I'm not going to assume your gender. Are you happy?
I'm super happy.
Oh, man, that's good. I got to get to be where you... Oh, the drink. I see what you did there. I got to get to be where you are. Sally!
Listen, man, Sally's right. You gotta chase your happiness. What makes you happy? And if you like helping people, help people. And maybe you can be an example to your friends.
You guys are really nice. I've come to the bar, have a few drinks, talk to Sally and Frey's stranger friend.
Make me a constitution check.
Okay.
And you fall asleep on the bar. And you wake up and you said what you just said. Like, you guys are great. I really appreciate all the advice. And you look around and there's no one. Like, you're complete. The bartender has gone. The stools are up.
Oh,
it's
geez.
Closing time. I know who I want to take me home. You are alone in the bar.
The rooms are upstairs. I'm gonna whoever the closest barmaid or whoever's cleaning up. Rooms upstairs.
Joel is mopping across the bar. Yeah, rooms are upstairs.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head to my room. Do I have a room?
You
I have a room.
You didn't get a room, buddy.
There's no room there.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Do you know what room Dajjal or a really pretty nice elvish rogue Loowee might have checked into?
No one told me to let anyone in. So, would you like a room?
Sure.
Okay. Can I have a gold, please? Each of you.
You can have...
Yeah.
Don't do this. Just give him his gold! Just stop doing that.
Okay, we'll give you 1 gold piece.
Don't do this.
No.
No.
I hand him a
Get
gold
silver
piece.
instead.
Say,
Come on.
but what if I... What? Okay. Where's my room, sir?
Here. And he takes out of his pocket, he pulls out a key, and he throws it over to you, and you just hand up. Whoosh. Nice. And then you just... you scuffle and go pick it up and just...
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'm gonna, what's my room number?
3.
Well, that's a bummer, but okay. Head up the stairs.
Why is it a bummer?
Bummer.
3 sucks, Joel! F you. Sorry. Just work
go
here.
Go to room number 3, and do I know by chance what room Dajjal and Louise in? No. Okay. So as I'm making my are all the rooms in a row?
It's 1, 2, 3. I can tell you that much.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the first room, the obvious first room that isn't 3, and knock on the door. Say, Psst, I don't know if you're in there, but I had a couple drinks. You could be a random person in this room. I don't know, but I just want whoever's in this room to know that if you need anything, I'll help you out. I'll be your friend. I'm just gonna help you. I'm just gonna try and help people. And mid sentence, I'm walking to the next room.
Okay.
Knock on that door. Hey,
You
Loowee,
hear from the first room. Hey, shut up!
Oh, okay. Sorry, Loowee, Dajjal out. I need to get some sleep. You guys, I'm happy I'm with you guys. And regardless of what we do, I just want you to know that I enjoy being with you. And if there's anything else than helping people that I like, it's your company. Goodbye. He goes to his room, drops the keys on the ground. Oh, crap. Picks them up, opens the door, and falls in and closes the door with his foot.
Okay. You are each in your rooms in your single bed sad little rooms. No Karthus, no Garrett to be seen here in Eriedale.
Why you gotta bring Carthus back?
Because the last time you were here, you was waking him up for breakfast.
Oh, the memories!
Those boiled eggs, though.
Oh, can I get a perception check from Loowee and Ayden?
He's very perceptive when he's drunk.
Yeah, okay.
Especially when he's drunk.
Just kidding. He's only slightly perceptive.
That's a good team.
Ayden, you are out like a light, and you are super drunk, and you're laying on your stomach, and your shield's just like thrown on your back, and it's just a beautiful scene. Loowee, you don't need sleep so much, so you take what you need, and you hang out with Cranberry, and you're just kind of doing whatever you like, practicing spells, and throughout the night you are kept up by a muffled crying in the next room over.
Yikes.
Can I discern if it's from a male or female?
It seems to be from Dajjal.
A muffled cry.
It's not fun! You guys are being serious! We're roleplaying!
No, it's all good.
Loowee is gonna leave her room. She is gonna try and see if there's another room empty.
Empty?
Yeah.
Yikes.
All the doors are shut and locked.
Yeah, because they all
Ayden's
locked.
door didn't completely shut.
You peek into an open door and see a cleric asleep with his limbs hanging off his bed as he's drooling on his pillow.
She's just gonna go up. She's gonna go back to the dock and look at the sunrise. And thinking and reading. Gonna read outside. Yeah, that's what she does.
Can't sleep. Got crying next door.
There was a John guy before.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize you were doing that, Loowee. I thought you were trying to look for him, but you were like, oh, it's annoying. Gotta get out of here. That's beautiful. I look for another empty room. That's beautiful.
Oh, shoot.
The friendship. Okay.
No empty room? Fine, I'm going outside.
Sleep with a pillow. Just march out of here. Loowee, you head towards the docks and you watch the beautiful sunrise come up. Ayden and Dajjal, you eventually find yourselves in the morning, awake to the sun. And Ayden, you do your rituals in the morning. You pray to Lathander, prepare all your things. You all have your hit points, I believe, anyway. You have your spells back.
Your 8 push-ups.
Wait, what?
His ritual consists of 8 push-ups.
8 push-ups
Just 8?
and a Hail Mary. Yep.
Yes.
8 push-ups? But those are real hard push-ups.
They're the clapping kind, okay? They're real hard. I wear a lot of armor. You guys find yourselves in the morning and you all head to kind of your horses where you assume the others will be, and you all come across each other, and here's your party together.
Well, this isn't awkward. Ayden looks kind of like crap.
Because he's hungover?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he's not really hungover. He just... Normally, he looks great. And people say, oh, look at Ayden. That guy looks great. But he looks pretty rough.
Loowee looks at Ayden and asks him, Ayden, I saw Garrett yesterday leave.
Yeah, he told me he was heading out ahead of us to go to Canterdale to clear our names. Or at least attempt to. We'll see how that goes.
Okay, understandable reaction. And I look at Dajjal.
Dajjal's like zoned out of it. Half because he's tired, half because his mind's racing. Groggily gets up on his horse and tries to sit up straight and just says, I guess we're going to Canterdale, and then like slowly starts trotting off.
Yeah, Ayden jumps up onto his steed and trots. I will hold the back end of this train up.
Y'all are headed out pretty early in the morning towards Canterdale on the west side of the Arran Strait, and it is drizzling this morning and the streets are muddy and the horses clop along the cobblestone, but you eventually get out of the rain and come back across the path along the side of the strait. You leave Eriedale behind. And after an awkward, pretty uneventful, and long day, you reached Canterdale on horseback, the city in which you all met, in which you were imprisoned, in which you killed a man, or a couple, and in which you are wanted.
As we get closer, I disguise self.
I'm going to put on the mustache and put my cloak up.
And Loowee, you are hooded and cloaked anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway,
You make your way back to Canterdale, right up to the Waterwheel District, where you had asked Bengard to take you down the Aaron Strait weeks ago.
Ayden, what did you speak to Garrett? Is he gonna wait for us anywhere in Canterdale? Where is he? Do we have a way to reach him, to get back to him, or?
No.
You say we were by the docks? I want to look at the board that was by the docks. So we had a wanted poster put up. I want to see the there.
Yes, your wanted posters are there among several others.
They'll never recognize me. I have a mustache, so.
Like, how is Louie's face in the poster? Like, is it actually detailed, or is it just a hooded figure?
It is the hooded figure that they saw in the prison.
Oh, Snap, you should take down the hood and just wear the face mask. Because then you're not a hooded figure, you're just a figure. Right? What if we paid a little visit to the prison?
What kind of idea is that?
I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there.
Is this your clerical way of getting us back in prison again?
This
Hey,
is
man.
endgame for Ayden. I've done it!
Fools!
Fools!
Go back from whence you came, you know?
Loowee, you spent about a year here before you were arrested, and on your way, you've kind of been moving around from place to place after what happened to your family. It's been over a decade since that happened, so you do have some established connections here.
Especially with the clock, yeah.
That in particular, and a couple others. So
That was actually going to be one of my first actions, to go and try and meet one of my contacts from the claw.
Hopefully they don't talk to the other Morris Claw group too much. The one that we put Sammy in charge of.
I think I'm going to use the disguise self, because of the fact that my face is, like, they can recognize me from the hood and figure.
okay.
And I'm going to disguise myself as Sammy.
Heyo. Okay, but you have to
So-
talk like Sammy.
Oh, do I?
Oh, Snap!
House rules.
Hey, sexy. I'm looking at
Yeah.
you.
That's not her vocabulary, her voice.
Or also for the fact that she's in Morrow's Claw, and I need someone from Morrow's Claw to get in contact. It's only good for an hour.
Okay. Loowee, would you like to try to pursue one of your contacts
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
criminal?
Well, unless you have any other way to reach Garrett, maybe he's got information before us. Otherwise, I
The magic
know.
conch.
kind of know where to go.
Beep, boop, beep, bop.
Ayden, there's no button here.
Oh. That's my ringing.
What are you
Hey,
doing?
he's not picking
You
up.
didn't even
He's not
say
picking up the
anything. Say
phone.
words.
Oh. Word.
Hello?
Garrett.
Hello. Yep. Hello.
I want to look at Dajjal.
Do I talk here? Do I talk
do
here?
How do I?
Is it here?
Can I?
Or is it here?
Young man, how do I
Garrett,
operate this?
Young man. Garrett.
Hello.
Garrett. Where are you?
I'm heading towards Prince Landon's estate.
Garrett. Good. Thank you for your location. Goodbye.
No, ask him if he got rid of our status here.
Just kidding. I'm not done. Did you get rid of our? Did you get rid of our wanted status? Oh wait, you're on your way there, huh?
Yes.
Okay, bye. No. He did not. He's on his way to absolve us, or attempt to.
Is he really gonna do it?
I guess. I mean, I would think. Right? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? It's Garrett, guys. Come on, it's Garrett. Right? Come on. Unless we makes us more wanted, like our GTA wanted level went from a 3-star to a 5-star. That would be nuts.
Loowee, would you like to use your criminal contact?
I got an idea. Can I have do I have a pen or some kind of ink, whatever, in my bag?
Yeah, hook it
Can I
up with a
write,
quill.
like on the poster? Not wanted anymore, like just a not an anymore at the end.
One of 150 posters in town. Cool, got it.
Okay.
Gutenberg Press has been invented. They have so many posters around town.
Gonna do that on each and every one of them.
Everyone that you see, you may take with you or draw a mustache on it. But not
Oh,
Ayden's.
God. No.
Not even. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna try
Draw a
and reach
mustache
one of
on
my contacts.
Ayden's. Everyone in town looks at him.
Suck up!
You!
Holy cow! Yeah, let's go to your contact, Louis. If
Let's start
that
slow. Let's start
is
with.
the name.
I know a guy. I used to do some runnings for him, running errands and stuff for that guy. He's special. Let's go meet him. He's actually an herbalist.
Okay, sure. We'll follow your lead.
He's
What
over
is his
there.
name?
You can call him Patapoof.
Patapoof.
Yeah.
Adam.
Be careful where you step. He's not a tall man. But yeah. Let's meet him.
Okay.
Louis, you
I don't-
easily know the path to get back to Patapoof's shop. You pass several businesses. You see a blacksmith that you recognize, but of course he does not recognize you. You see a tailor who waves out the window, but you know she doesn't recognize you, but you know who she is. You know quite a few people in this town, but you stroll up to this particular shop with many small windows and a hanging sign with an herbalist symbol and grinder on it. This hanging sign says herbalism. Would you like to head in?
Medicinal herbalism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get in.
The good kush. All right. You head in. You head inside this establishment, and there is a sort of a tall counter with like a big glass counter front, like a sneeze guard sort of thing. And behind this countertop are tons of vials of potions and lots of ingredients for potions. There are shelves and shelves of just ingredients from teeth to scales to snot and eyeballs and stuff all over this shop. In addition to a large planter box filled with lots of different herbs and spices.
Okay, as we enter inside, is there any customers inside still?
There is a woman, and she says, "Thanks, appreciate it." And she, and she heads out of the shop with like a bag of goodies she's holding, and she heads out. But you do not see anyone in this shop.
Anyone else? Okay. Who's gonna go to the counter? Is there anyone behind the counter?
You look over this counter and lean on the glass. Please don't touch the glass. You'll get your prints all over it. Thanks.
I was reaching for some glass.
Don't tap the glass, please. It scares the potions.
Yep.
I recognize the voice, right?
You do.
Okay, I drop the disguise then.
Louie, it's so good to see you! And out from behind the counter hobbles a peg-legged little ginger gnome who comes out
Oh
and,
boy.
just throws his arms out, and he throws his arms around you, Louie. It's been forever, and I have really good news for you.
Oh, yeah, I hope you have some news for me. What do you mean good?
Well, first of all, who are your friends?
Yeah, they're friends. This one's called Ayden, and this one over there is called Dajjal.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Thank you. I'm Patapoof. Well, I have been looking for a long time. We've been working together for a long time to fix your condition, Louis, and I found it.
No.
I did. I found something to take care of your scars, Louis. Finally.
Burns, you found something to get rid of the burns?
I did.
Well, how did you? I've traveled across the land. I've never met anyone who could do that.
No.
How did you?
I was looking like crazy through all the books here in town, and I talked to some friends in Frampton, and I didn't find the potion itself, but I found everything that would be needed to create something that could help you.
Wow. question. Can I help you? Do you have all the ingredients for it? Do you?
I have a list. Hang on. And he like scrambles around and starts looking for stuff.
Is it really gonna work?
I mean, I guess no one's like it was found in an old book. It's a cosmetic spell, and usually people are looking for things that are more potent, things that give you strength or breathe underwater. But this is important too, right? I found a list of everything that you need from a book that was in Frampton. You need marsh water.
Check.
What? Why do you have that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. You need crushed walnuts.
Check.
You need a stolen jewel.
Ooh, double check.
Wait, what kind of jewel?
It doesn't specify. It just says one that's been stolen.
Is it stolen kind?
Yes.
Double check.
I know you've got your 5-finger discount going on there, Loowee. You will have no problem with that. And I appreciate it.
Now we got a double A discount too.
Yeah. You need the shell of a murex snail.
Check.
Check.
And you need the tooth of a tiefling.
Ooh, check. We have all of these things.
Why do you have marsh water?
Yeah.
We have marsh water.
Why?
We have it in our canteens.
That's not marsh water, that's spring water. Marsh is a swamp. Why do you have swamp water, you nasty?
Oh.
Where you been hanging out?
Oh, well.
Oh, well, we got even better water. We got the Fountain of Youth water.
Oh, that's great, honey. I would suggest though I would advise against mixing up the ingredients. I would use what the list actually says, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. It just says mix them all and then heat them, and we'll grind them until it's fine, and then heat them and drink it.
Gross.
Okay, everything's all right. Poof. That's awesome. Like she's really genuinely enjoying it. She's really thankful.
I'm happy for you.
I pull one of the teeth out of the skull of the saga that I had.
Oh my goodness!
Like yeah, it's one of the back teeth or something. I just pull it out and I put it on the counter for him.
I want to put a stolen. Wait, we all have a stolen jewel.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, Loowee, don't you still have those black gems? You stole those, right? I mean, we stole those black gems.
But you also have stuff from Carthus and other places.
Oh yeah, God, you have so much stuff.
I wasn't sure how much of that we gave to Otter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm actually surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Loowee had all of it, even the marsh water.
Except for the crushed walnut, I do not have that.
Everything but the walnut.
And the marsh water.
Well, Ayden is a fan of walnuts, so you're in luck.
It kind of saddens me that I have to part away from the murex shell that I still have.
Well,
oh, you have rabbit or no burger. Sick.
Burger. Sick.
You also have Percy's far speech.
I turn her back to Patapoof and I show him the scorpion stuff that I still have, like the eyeballs that I gathered, and the pincers as well, like some kind of shell, whatever the leftovers from the crafting, the armor crafting, and also the venom that I got from. So Patapoof, I got in a kind of a tidy situation with some kind of giant scorpion. That guy remembers it. Ayden, that scorpion. Remember that?
This is a bad joke, right?
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So ended up all right.
Oh yeah.
You know if we can do anything with those? Like
points to his shoulders.
Loowee, you should take care of yourself. You shouldn't be doing things like that.
No, we took care of it. Yeah, you know me.
There's lots that I could probably do with it. I could try to make it into different things. I could sell it secondhand for different parts that people might be looking for their own potions. Or maybe you could make your own potions with it.
I show him as well the book of the book of alchemy that I found. you happen to know any of like that kind of book? Is that something that you're comfortable with? Is that
Well, yeah, this seems like a beginner's guide to making potions without dying, and I try to specialize in that. And yeah, I've read a similar book, not this exact one, but sure. What do you want to know?
No, I was just curious. I might come back to you when in an appropriate time. We're actually here for a reason, though. The potion's not really it for now. We want to know what happened here because we heard stories, we heard rumors. What's going on here?
The freaking Duke, Prince Landon, was straight up murdered.
By whom? Like when and when exactly did it happen?
I can't say much about by whom. I don't know who was involved, but all of the guards there were dead. All of the house staff were dead, including all the butlers and maids and things.
Okay, and who's in charge now? Who's over there if everybody's gone?
Now, it's pretty exciting news, actually, because I hear today Prince Michael is supposed to be in town.
Is that his brother?
Yes.
Today?
Supposedly today. You could always be held up. I don't know. It's a very long trip on horseback, but I imagine someone of his power could have some sort of teleportation done by local mages or something.
Guys,
I think we should go keep an eye on this other prince. Whoever killed Prince Landon might want to kill Prince Michael.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Target number 2. Yeah.
Is he going to have like a public speaking event, or like do you know where he will be for the majority of time?
I'm not entirely sure. I imagine he will go to visit the estate and start to make arrangements for his brother's funeral.
What says you guys?
Is that where Garrett was?
Yeah, where did Garrett say he was going to?
He did say he was going to the estate. I don't know if that's exactly what I meant to say. He's going to whoever's the highest in power. So
Can you call him back?
you can call. Yeah, you want to call Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Garrett.
We're coming.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Where are you going?
I'm looking for the highest person in power. Of course, the Duke was just murdered, so I'm not exactly sure who that would be. I'm trying to ask around at the sheriff's station and the prison and try and figure out who I should be talking to. Some sort of court system.
I don't know if the prison would be the right call.
Why not?
With the prison.
Maybe the court system. Maybe like the
Prince
judge,
Michael's
the
coming to
judge.
town.
Prince Michael would be the best, I would say.
Prince
I
Michael.
think yes, I think
should
he's
go to
the next in
Rochester then?
charge.
No, he's coming to town.
No, he's coming
town.
here. He's coming into town today.
I'm assuming it's on speakerphone.
Are you on? You're on speaker. We have you on speaker.
Oh,
Shell.
okay.
Speaker shell.
This is great news. However, since he is from so far away, I wonder if I could manage to get audience with him. I will do my best for you, Ashwin.
We're gonna head to
We actually fear for his well-being.
I think we're going to head to the estate to see if we too can meet with him. So if we catch you,
Are you sure that's the best idea, considering you haven't been pardoned?
that's also a good point.
We're all in disguise.
Well, I do have a mustache.
Ah,
It
Yeah,
looks
we're all in disguise. Yeah.
we are in disguise. It's a pretty good disguise.
oh, I imagine. Okay. If you're sure, we could perhaps meet up at the estate, but I might advise you to lay low while I try to get a hold of Prince Michael, but it's up to you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Are you coming though? Should I wait for you?
I don't.
Did you hang up? You didn't hang up, did you?
Guys, what? I don't. Yes, no.
To the
maybe?
estate.
The estate. Good. Yes. We are.
You hang up first.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Put it in my
Just
sack.
like no argument. Just yeah, all right.
Okay.
Patapoof.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're here. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, what kind of spells and potions do you have for to sell.
What are you looking for? We've got all sorts of stuff. Mostly deal in healing things with herbs, but
Do you have anything that will allow someone to breathe underwater?
I do. Loowee, are you good friends with this person?
He can be trusted, yeah. This one can be trusted.
Okay, you say this one. Yikes.
All right. And he opens the back of the glass counter and he pulls out a blue potion and he closes it and he walks over and he hands it up to Ayden.
How much?
You may have it as a friend of Loowee.
Well,
We
thank you.
actually, Platypus, I know you're good with potions as well. We're looking for if you have any potion of the healing kind. That would be really helpful because we think we might be some kind of fight to save Prince in the near future.
That sounds really fun. You kids have fun, but you can have a couple of these. Sure, why not? Go out and chase your salamanders, and here you go. He hands you 2 minor
Wait.
healing potions.
You know about the salad man?
Salamanders?
The salad man. Yes, the water boy. Do you know of him? Do you
The
have-
water boy.
Are you sure you're friends with this one, Loowee?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's here.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Patapoof. I will be back to talk with you about the salad man.
That sounds lovely. You kids have fun. Take your potions. He hands you 2 minor healing potions. Is there anything else you would need, Loowee?
No, I think we'll be back. We'll be back when we have more time to discuss and chat. We're just in a hurry.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Thank
Do
you,
you
Platypus.
stop by again? Come and visit and tell me all about where you've been lately. I need some errands run for me.
Of course. Of
Okay.
course.
You kids have a good day.
Oh,
Side
thank you.
quest.
What do you think of my disguise? And I disguised back at Sammy.
I saw that. That was very lovely.
Yeah, it's a couple of tricks I learned along the way.
I'm very proud of you. You're coming a long way. That's amazing that you're picking up magic now.
I'm actually really good at it.
That's great. I'm really happy for you, Loowee, and I'm happy that you could get a hold of this potion that I found, and I really hope it works out for you.
Yeah, I'll come back with the ingredients. I'll come back.
Sure, I can mix it for you. No problem.
Before I leave, I want to leave 100 gold on the counter, but like higher so that he doesn't see it
Okay,
for the potion and stuff.
nice. Okay. You guys head out. You do probably know where the Royal District is. There's a lot of fanfare. Things are always, look how clean our streets are. We have a bunch of flags over here. Posh people, get out of our neighborhood. And you roll up to the Royal District, and you come upon. You know where the Royal District is, and you can assume that the late Prince Landon's estate can be found here. You come upon a fabulous estate with a large front lawn featuring fountains and roses and lush grass, and it's behind a tall black gate. At the end of the lawn is a gorgeous home with 2 floors expanding to the sides and several wings. It's lined with tall windows, and its roof is blue in typical Canterdale fashion. The flag of Leafen and the flag of the mother country Manshaven fly above the center of the mansion. With its beauty, there is something amiss at this mansion. Some of the bushes are dying or are crushed. Some bars of the gate have been pulled apart, allowing for passage through them. And there are crowds of people being held back by guards. Sections of the lawn have been roped off by officers who stand around kind of murmuring. And the largest conglomerate of guards is at the front steps of this estate.
So does it look like something might have just happened?
No, this looks like they're still investigating, and the new
Okay.
prince is coming to town, so they're holding people back from trying to get access to the estate.
The bars were pulled apart. Not pried, but pulled apart, huh? Ugh. Is there anything that we see that's off here? Like, is there any?
Nice. Would you like to approach like the mansion, or are you gonna stay back like outside the gate?
Oh, well, I don't want to go up to a guard. I want to be at the gate. Are the guards before the gate, or are they kind of like?
They're sort of all freaking over the place. They're
Just like it. You said there was a crowd of people,
Yeah.
right? Like at like the edge of the crowd of people, like kind of looking in, looking around.
So just outside the gate, then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice kind of like, excuse me, pardon me, you push your way through this crowd and you approach this gate where guards are telling you stay back, and you look at the house and you notice that an open second floor window, and there are several guards sort of like looking out of this window. It's the only one that seems to be open in the entire estate.
So there are guards inside.
Yes.
How far away am I from the entrance of the building?
Like 50 feet, maybe.
50?
Yeah.
How far away am I from a bush?
You're right outside the gate. There are bushes lining the inside of this gate.
Well, I wanna try to find a bush within 30 feet. I wanna look at one of the guards focused on crowd control.
Mm-hmm.
Awaken mind with Loowee and Ayden, and be like, I think we should get in there. Loowee, I know you can get in, no problem. Ayden, if you go invisible, I think you can get in. I want to Misty Step into a bush, and as I'm doing that, disguise myself as one of the guards on crowd control, and kind of walk into the house while he's focused on crowd.
Yeah, don't we want to wait for Garrett? Can we find Garrett somewhere? Can we? Is he
Garrett,
around?
it's
Make me a perception check.
Can we be investigation?
Sure.
That's not gonna make it.
You don't seem to see Garrett. There's a lot of people here crowding. Some people waiting for the new prince. Some people still wondering what the heck happened to Prince Landon. A lot of rioters. Some are protesting slavery, and some are wondering what the heck is going to happen after Landon's passing. Who's going to take up the throne next?
Well, since I already committed, I just want to, like, I'm not running around, sir. I just want to see if there's anything off I can see while I just want to peek inside, see if there's anything I can see that's off.
Okay, you're going to the first floor?
Yeah, first floor, and if I can, just if there's no one on the first floor, maybe go up to that second floor window or room where the window is.
Okay. You go to the first floor of the estate,
Mm-hmm.
and there are a lot of guards standing out on the steps, just, double checking that no civilians are getting past the gate and everything, and they're just talking amongst themselves and examining the evidence that they have so far, which is a window and the gate being pulled open. A few other things that they're mentioning, but you don't seem to see anything in the foyer of this house except a large staircase leading up to the second story.
You guys just walk up real quick. As I'm walking up, I want to keep my ears open to see if I hear if I hear anything about like what might have happened.
Okay, make me a Constitution check and a perception check. Okay.
And a
Perception.
investigation. Perception.
You keep your cool as you head up the stairs to the second story, and no one seems to really question your presence here. You are in the leather garb with the blue cloaks of the Canterdale police force, as it were, and the guards, and you head up to the second story very coolly, and I will show you, Dajjal, what you come across. You come up these stairs, and there are two guards stationed at the top of the staircase. You look across the room, sort of, as you reach the landing, and you see an outline, sort of a chalk outline of a body on the rug across from the sofa.
This one?
Nope.
No, over here.
You're looking forward, and so you're going up the stairs. So.
I want to see if I can just kind of casually walk by these guys.
Please, what's your business up here? Who sent you up here?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm just bored, to be quite honest with you. Walking around, I need to get away from that crowd. They're stressing me out. You know how you get stressed as I'm pulling out the hurdy-gurdy. You just need to sing songs sometimes, man, and just talking to them while I'm playing it. it's yeah. Nobody. I just need to de-stress. Play a tune.
Man, I hear you. It's been a long day, but it's been a long couple days, actually. Roll me performance check. You start to play your hurdy-gurdy as you're talking to them. They're like, yeah, man, this job can be a real bummer. Okay. And they both go down at the top of these stairs. And they don't tumble down the stairs. But
I want them to just like...
They sink gently to the ground.
So quickly, just real quick, now that I know they're passed out, look around the room. Check out anything I can see. What's on the table, the desk, and are the bodies still here right now, or are they just
They're chalked out, outlined.
Okay. Where would the window? Matter.
So, like over here.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to real quick just sweep. I don't have much time. Sweep the room.
Okay.
Before they wake up.
Yeah, you're looking around this room and you find that there are tons of bodies and a lot of blood splatters across this room. You see evidence of scorch marks. It seems like magic was used here in whatever fight went on.
Can I tell that this might have been Prince Landon's body?
I would say.
I mean, I see the picture, but obviously.
Yeah, I'll say that like there are like little FBI tags where like they put little numbers for the things, and they have like a little plate, a little plaque, and one says, His Royal Majesty Prince Landon, Duke of Leaven.
That's way too much. Like I say that out loud, that's so much. There was nothing in the desk or on that table as I looked real quick.
You may peek around this desk if you would like to, specifically.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me another investigation.
I'm just investigating.
This is a specific thing. You look around this desk and you see a charter of like a manifest of all the servants' names in the house. You see a lot of chefs and maids and butlers and tons of guards. You see the royal tailor and all these like random jobs for all these people, the food tester and stuff like that, a jester. It seems to be ripped off at the bottom.
Like someone ripped off one of the names or a chunk of the name?
It's sort of like a scroll, and the scroll was like ripped off at the bottom.
And I don't see any other pieces there.
That seems to be about it. It's a lot of boring political documents. Mostly.
I take that scroll with me. I just put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then I swiftly but calmly make my way back outside.
Okay.
And then as I go to the gate, I'll just like walk out, and as I like enter the crowd, disguise myself back into the guys I was before.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Loowee/Sammy's gonna try and ask around people in the crowd if they know anything about what happened and Prince Michael coming.
Yeah, you're sort of poking around, asking people. A lot of people are just like, "Leave me alone." They don't want to be talked to. They're just kind of keeping to themselves in typical medieval English fashion. And you do talk to someone who says he grabs your shirt and he pulls you up to him and he goes, "Will someone listen to me?"
Go ahead.
Good. I've been trying to tell these guards all day.
What do you gotta say?
He lets you go. I've been trying to tell these guards all day. I saw someone here a couple nights ago. I think it might have been something to do with this.
Wait, you saw someone here before that happened?
Yeah.
I'm pointing at who? What was he looking at?
Well, I was trying to tell the guards because I feel like I could make a substantial amount off of this information. But they told me to buzz off in so many words. But if you're interested in buying my information, I would love to fill you in on that before the guards buy it off of me, because they will. They'll crack.
Aiden.
Yeah.
Wait. Dayan, come here.
Yes. My name is Daden.
With the mustache,
Daden.
Dayan.
Yes, my name is Daden. Hello.
Even better.
What?
Dayan, that guy has information. Listen, sir. Is that a sir? What kind of? Who am I talking to?
Yeah, you are talking to a gentleman, and he
Okay.
seems like 35. He's like balding, and his breath smells really bad, and slightly alcoholic, but mostly just really bad breath. But he has a story to tell, and someone's got to buy it from him. He's gonna sell it to the highest bidding newscast.
Listen, sir.
My name is Anthony.
Anthony, what a
I'm gonna
charming
call
name.
you Tony. Big
What a
Tony.
charming name, Anthony.
Okay.
That's really fitting of you. That's for a guy of your stature, that
Well,
very
no.
fits you. My name is Sammy. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
And
Sammy.
I like batter him on the chest, like slightly touch him a little bit, like trying to flirt. I don't know if I'm good. Never done that. Trying to, I'm trying to mimic what Sammy would do. Like,
Okay. Cool.
Listen, I'm really interested in your story. What you have to say. I might help you.
Great.
Like finding someone to buy it from you.
Okay.
Like we can both like work towards selling that story if you want it. If we cover more ground, we can maybe sell it to more people. You know?
I like it. Roll me a deception check. Nice.
Thanks.
Yes,
I love your idea. Tell me your name. Sammy, right?
Sammy. Yeah.
Sammy, I love your idea. We got to cover more ground, okay? So who do you think I could go talk to?
You
Well,
could
first of all-
talk to me.
Just tell us a little bit about what is it, and then we can both cover it, right?
First of all, nice mustache. Second,
Right.
all right. Here's the idea, but we got to keep it on the down low, okay, Sammy? Okay. I saw someone out here the other night.
Mhm.
I was shopping, and
Good.
I saw in the Noble District someone poking around outside here, just kind of not going in. I didn't, it wasn't the day of the murder, but I saw him poking around the estate, kind of getting it, like testing the bars and like seeing how high they were, and just kind of
Okay.
it was some shady stuff, man. They were
Okay,
making
you-
sketches and all sorts of stuff.
So he was being suspicious. Do you
Yeah,
remember
suspicious.
what he was looking like?
It
What
was
his physical
yeah.
appearance?
It was a really scruffy looking guy.
Scruffy.
Yeah, like
What does
he
that
had
mean?
like a really like patchy beard, and well, of course you got the red skin and the horns, but he was like wearing like
I didn't get that. You didn't mention it, Anthony. You gotta be.
I thought the beard was a little more outstanding than the horn. He had a hood on, but he was super clumsy, and he like tripped, and when he did, I saw that he had like, even though he had a hood on, he also was wearing a hat. That was weird.
Hat plus a hood. Who does that?
Right,
With
a hat
horns?
under a hood,
Okay. What kind of hat?
like a leather 3-point hat.
Like a pirate?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Damn, those pirates. Fools.
Hey DJ, what's going on over there?
Okay, keep going. What else? It was clumsy.
Yeah, he was really clumsy. He had like, even though he was wearing like a cloak, he was still like showing as much chest as possible. It was weird. But it was just him, yeah, and yeah, he that was pretty much all I saw, was just this guy being suspicious. He was making sketches of the estate, and he was just snooping around.
Do you know where he came from and where he was going? Like,
I didn't necessarily see where he was going. He came from the Water Wheel District, I guess, like that kind of that direction, but not. I mean, I don't know like where he came from there. I was shopping from the from that kind of direction, and I noticed him sort of walking in front of me on my way to the Royal District. And as I was perusing the shelves, I came out of the shop and saw him sneaking around there.
Okay. Can I insight Anthony?
Yes, you
I mean, oh god.
Anthony was shopping for some milk. That's all. He's just trying to feed his kids.
All about the milk. Oh, okay. Okay, so first of all, that guy had some kind of hat plus a hood. He was making sketches of the estate.
I assume he was looking at the estate, then looking down, then looking at the estate, and looking down.
Then what was suspicious about him? Did you see him again after that? Did you?
No, but why do you need to be poking around? What I'm saying is, this is damning evidence. I need to be paid for this. Someone's got to buy this story. And you and me, Anthony. Sammy, we're going to make this work.
You're right, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony now, right?
Yeah.
Big Tony T.
Big T. All right, Big T.
My nickname in high school. Yeah.
Look, Anthony, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm with the News People's Committee, and I want to hold up my paper. Say, I don't think anyone would ever actually buy this story.
No, but I just gave you the whole story. You're going to pay me, right?
Oh boy, Big Tony T, you're really putting me in a hard spot here. I will.
Why wouldn't you tell me that up front?
Listen, Tony.
Well, I didn't know the story, Tony. But no one. To be honest, I'm not even really interested in this story. And Aiden just turns and walks away.
I don't believe you. Hey, mister! And he kind of gets lost, like, in the crowd as you kind of walk away. And Loowee, you're standing here with Tony, and he's like, who's your friend? What's that about?
He was just a guy hanging around. I don't even know him.
You knew his name. Dayton.
Yeah, he kept telling me, I'm dating.
Oh, he's, interviewers, they just do that, right?
Listen, Tony, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try and get people to buy your story, all right?
Okay, Sammy, do this for me.
You stay here.
Yes, I will be here until you come back.
Don't ever move. I will be back.
Okay.
Big Tony T's gonna die waiting. Boy.
Okay. You stay here, all right?
Okay, I will definitely stay here for you, Sammy.
All right. You're the best.
Hi.
All right.
I'll tell all the guards my story.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right.
Someone's got to buy this, right?
I'll find someone. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, good to talk to you, Sammy. Thanks for your help.
See you, Tony. Big T. Love you. Bye.
Okay. As you are waiting around the corner, you are met by a burly knight in white oak armor, and he approaches up.
Garrett.
Nice. Up. Who are you?
He can't see past the disguise.
I want to look. Garrett, it's me.
Oh my goodness. Where's Wait a second.
Am I
There
back
he
by
is.
now, or is this still going on while I'm not here?
Yeah, you're not here.
I wanna put my hood on, even if I'm still Sammy, and Gary, it's me.
Perfect. Yes. Loowee and Ayden, there you are. Good to see you. Sorry.
It's Dayton.
Dayton and Loowee. Got it.
Sammy, no.
Oh, Sammy.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Stop saying my name.
You guys meet up with Garrett, and around the corner, Dajjal seems to have been looking for you, and he approaches the group. Ah, Dajjal.
You saw right through my disguise. So the mustache got you, but this didn't get you.
No, Dajjal, because
Try not to be so obvious. Use a sweet disguise like Ayden.
Maybe I should just put my tail up to my.
Whoa, hold on.
I want to just let everyone know that I found the scroll with all the servants' names. So I don't know how useful it's going to be, but some of it was ripped off.
Is that
Cool.
all?
Is that it?
That's all that I found up there. Besides,
Well,
Can
I
read
tell
more?
them everything I saw. Yeah.
we have some
Absolutely.
crappy news for you and me, really. I think Karthus might have had something to do with this.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I don't want to, but
Let's grab Ayden
Boy.
by the breastplate. Don't you dare. Do you see this hurdy-gurdy?
he fits the bill, man. This crazy guy with a... Now I think about it, that guy was kind of crazy. He looks at Loowee. That was kind of crazy. I wouldn't buy his story. I was being serious. I wouldn't... If I were a
That
newspaper,
guy
I wouldn't
was
buy his
neat.
story.
That guy.
Loowee, you were like super into that dude.
Wait, his name wasn't Anthony, was it?
Big Tony T?
Yeah!
You knew Big Tony T?
But, yeah, that's all I got for you. And the whole Karthus thing, I'm afraid of that. But man.
Yeah, me too. But maybe he was forced to, you know? Maybe he was trying to get caught.
But what about you, Garrett? Did you find anything?
Yeah,
that
Garrett,
said that
how is it going?
Yeah, I got lost, and here I am, trying to find the court system. So, I'm glad I found you. Prince Michael is coming, so I don't know if he's coming here, or if we should try to find out more information about where he will be.
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, you hear a glorious fanfare from the front of the estate.
I, motion to the guys and tell them to...
I want to look.
I run over there.
Okay, so Dajjal heads over.
I too follow and see if I can peep a strat.
Okay. Right. You guys head to the front of the estate and pass. The crowd is sort of moved apart, and there are guards keeping them from entering the gate. And a procession of musicians has gone in to kind of towards the stip area, and the gates are closed again. And you stand at the gates, and you're kind of looking over people, and the musicians approach the steps, and like one particularly short dude in poofy red pants comes out, and he's like, presenting Our Royal Highness Prince Michael, Duke of Rochester. And from outside of the mansion, through the doors, onto the steps a handsome, short, dark-haired gentleman who is very broad-shouldered and well-dressed.
Wow.
And it appears to be Prince Michael, Duke of Rochester.
It's Prince Michael, Duke of Rochester.
Everyone starts losing their minds. They're like, everyone starts freaking out.
How does the crowd react?
The crowd, a lot of them start to cheer. A lot of them are like, should we bow? Should we do this? Should we, or whatever? And they kind of sort of half bow, but then everyone decides against it.
So wait, did that happen? Was somebody like, it's Prince Michael, Duke of Rochester?
Well, they literally...
Everyone just loses their crap?
The guy did say, presenting Prince Michael, Duke of Rochester. So if someone else was like, it's Prince Michael, he's like, yeah, I said that. And then everyone loses their mind. And the guy with the fanfare is like, oh. No.
It's really like no one pays attention to the dude actually. Like, screw you guys. random person in the crowd just yells out and everybody's like, yes!
Yeah, you clearly know that guy's not a bruise buffer.
He drops his trumpet and he's, I'm going home. And he heads out. In general, the crowd seems happy to be here. There are a few cheers. The guards are pressuring people to kind of stay back because people are starting to reach out for him and start to reach towards him through the bars of the gate.
And what does he do?
He steps down off of these steps and closes the door behind him. He says, thank you so much. And he thanks the people who did the fanfare, and he puts up a hand, and the entire crowd goes nuts because he is addressing them personally. He's waving to the population. and everyone just kind of loses their minds, and he approaches the gate, and people are sticking their hands through, and he starts shaking people's hands.
And the other prince did not do this stuff, right? Wasn't the other prince kind of a dude?
You've never met Prince Landon.
That
But we
one
heard
is
about
against
it, though,
slavery, right?
Because he was doing the slavery thing.
You don't know anything about Prince Michael. He's from a completely different dukedom. So Prince Michael steps out. He starts shaking hands and kissing babies, and it's like it's a beautiful time. And you guys are here at the edge of the gate, getting pushed and shoved as Prince Michael addresses the crowd personally and starts asking people how they are. He starts like reaching out and touching people, and he is shaking hands with the guards even and thanking them so much for their time.
I want to awaken mind with him.
Okay.
While he's doing all this,
Mm-hmm.
I awaken mind with him and be like, we have, don't freak out. I'm with two of my friends, and we have a lead on who we think killed your brother. And just see how he reacts.
Okay. He's sort of shaking hands with someone, and his eyebrows go up. And he says goodbye to that person, and he starts to go and shake hands with someone else, and you hear in your mind, interesting, because so do I.